Welcome back. So yesterday we talked about how as humans, as hypersocial beings, being members of a tribe species, that we have been hardwired to crave approval and be accepted. And how in the modern world, this primal compulsion is keeping you stuck and causing you to miss out on many opportunities to progress and live a sane, psychologically free and liberated life. Now, after discovering, maybe much to your surprise, just how hooked into approval you are, with that awareness and hopefully honest acknowledgement, now we can start to unhook you from this DPD, dependent personality disorder. There are 9 practices to stop the approval whores in your life. You ready? Here we go. Number 1, know thyself. The first step to being able to practice self-approval, self-validation, is to know yourself. What drives you? What are your values? What is success to you? Not defined by your parents or your boss or your mentor or your peer circle or society or the media. Oddly, most people do not know themselves. They know the projection they're supposed to make. They know the mask that they're supposed to wear. They know what other people want them to be. They have learned and then shaped their behavior around what gets approval by these people that they have been told their opinion matters. The first step to breaking your DPD, dependent personality disorder, is to decide who you are and who you want to be for you, not for your kids, not for your spouse, not for your priest, not for your friends, but for you. That, by the way, is how you become what your kids, spouse, priests, and friends need most from you: a healthy, self-assured, self-reliant you. Number 2, love rejection. If everybody likes you, if everybody accepts you and agrees with you, you are failing. You're useless. You don't matter. You are not living into your unique strengths and self. You aren't helping people. You are not part of pushing progress forward. You want to embrace a growth mindset and see rejection and disapproval as part of the process, the pathway towards greater success. Each rejection is a stepping stone towards yes, towards success. Don't curse every stepping stone, and certainly don't stop. Just keep stepping forward. That's it. Understand the law of averages. You hit some, you strike out some, so what? Just keep swinging. Some swings will get you on base, some will even make it over the fence. Step up to the plate enough, and you'll end up in the Hall of Fame. Number 3, speak your mind. Stop making a conscious effort to say what others want to hear. If you're always in agreement with the people around you, it makes you uninteresting, inconsequential, and even unnerving to be around. You see, I like people who say what they think, even if I don't agree with it. At least it's straightforward and honest. You know what they're thinking, you know where they stand. It's the diplomats, the politicians, the smoozers, the sweet talkers, and bootlickers that give me the willies. No one around me, sometimes to their chagrin, ever has to worry about or wonder what I'm thinking, because I will always be forthright and straightforward. No holds barred. Not unkind, but candid. We call it caring candidness. Number 4, say no more. Prioritize your priorities. Don't be at the other end of people's leashes. Only take phone calls, meetings, and respond to emails and texts around your schedule after your priorities are attended to. And if any request is not a hell yes, and something that you would love to do, then it's a no. Period, the end. No more cognitive debate, no more pros and cons evaluation. A simple, I am not available then, but thank you for thinking of me, is all you have to say. And you can save yourself hundreds of miserable, regretful, and otherwise wasted hours a year. Number 5, stand up for yourself. Speak up if you have an important contribution, and speak up if you're not being treated fairly. Don't tolerate disrespect. Protect your boundaries. Tell people clearly, confidently, and kindly what is unacceptable when dealing or working with you. You not only deserve that respect, but people will also respect you for standing up for it. Number 6, agree to disagree. One of the horrors of approval seeking is if they disagree with others, they will react by not reacting. Instead of voicing their real position, they will smile, they will nod, or laugh it off uncomfortably. The next time somebody voices an opinion or belief that is in direct offense to your own, don't play dumb. Voice your thoughts and see what happens. The best thing that happens is you end up having a rich and lively conversation. The worst thing that happens is you reach an impasse where you agree to disagree. If you want to stop your approval-seeking behavior, understand that you're entitled to your own beliefs, thoughts, and opinions. Respect the rights of others to have their own opinion, and respect your own similar right. Number 7, Stop comparing yourself. Go back to number 1. Figure out who you are and only concern yourself with the man or woman in the mirror. Stop thumbing through social media. It's designed to make you anxious and needy. It's only triggering the worst of your weakness, but you are the one putting the needle in your arm or screen in front of your face. And it really comes down to these last two. You ready? Have a no a-hole rule. Detach from invalidating people. You will mostly not have to worry or deal with all the points leading up to this one if you just do this one right here. I have a strict no a-holes rule for my life. I won't tolerate any intolerable people, not even for a minute. Not in my family, not in my peer circle, not in my business. Look, life is too short and toxic people are too affecting to put up with it for any amount of time. As soon as I see a little bit of that A peek through the hole, I spin on my heels and I walk away. No explanation needed. If you're saying, but, I have to deal with this person or this other one, I say A, evaluate all your life choices that led you up to the point where you say, I have to. As Jim Rohn would say, you're not a tree, leave. B, start making some new choices so that you can have more freedom of choices. My definition of success that you've probably heard before is doing what I want to do, how I want it done, and the other 2 points are with who I want to do it with and for who I want to do it for. I made the choice to design my life by working my face off, so I'm now able to make those choices. You can do the same, if not immediately, then eventually, by making new and better choices starting now. And then finally, number 9, stop giving a buck. The great thing about getting older is you really stop giving a buck. Oh, I used to give a lot of bucks, especially in my 20s. Still too much in my 30s, a whole lot less in my 40s, but now in my 50s, I don't give a buck what you or anyone else thinks of what I do, think, or say. I can't even imagine how few bucks I will give when I finally get to my 60s, my 70s, and my 80s. Man, that is gonna be awesome. You ever see a man or a woman in their 70s, 80s, or even 90s? Man, oh mine, right? They don't give a buck. You might look at them oddly. You might even judge them harshly. Look at their hair, those shoes. Why would they wear that? Why would they drive that? Why don't they just do this or that? Because they don't give a buck. When we're done here, take a long look at those that you see in their late 70s, 80s, or 90s. That is what it looks like to be free, to be detached from the approval whores of the matrix. They no longer need you to approve of them. They know thyself and are secure in themselves. And here's the good news. You don't have to wait to get old to stop giving a buck. That is the big life-transforming lesson here in today's Darren Daily Mentor Session. You can unhook yourself from the approval whores of the matrix starting now. Just start exercising these 9 practices, and you will slowly but surely wean yourself off the constant and insatiable need to gain other people's approval. To break inertia and to help you focus on how to start from these 9 practices, which 3 stood out to you the most? Which 3 will be the most helpful in regaining your own autonomy? Write them down in your Darren Daily Journal, all of the 9, and circle your top 3. Here they are again. Know thyself better. 2, love rejection. 3, speak your mind. 4, say no more. 5, stand up for yourself. 6, agree to disagree. 7, stop comparing yourself. 8, no a-hole rule. And 9, stop giving a buck. Pick your favorite 3 and tell us what they are in the comments below.